Good morning, everyone. We're going to take probably a final tour through the garden. Things are starting to wind down, turn brown, and it will soon be time to plant fall bulbs. A few changes in the garden this time. The most notable change probably is the new siding and roof on our house. And we stained our barn to match. That was our big accomplishment for this summer. We had workers do the siding on the house, and we took care of the barn. That will soon have a new roof as well. The garden is coming along nicely. I do have a few things to move around. Morning glories are looking glorious this morning. Some areas need to be thinned, some need to be filled in. This area in particular, I moved my peonies back here. It wasn't probably the best time to move them, and they did wilt down a little bit, but I think they'll come back in the spring. Gonna plant some bulbs back in there. And this fall I'll move things around just a little bit while I'm planting my bulbs and get ready for next year. This area, since I did my last video, I've totally reworked. Moved all the lilies back in the lily garden, which opened this area up. I bought some hydrangeas, some different lilies, and I do have a limelight, which is a highlight of this garden. And as I said, some things are turning brown. It's getting that time of year. Now this side of the garden was trampled just a little bit in the siding installation, but it will come back next year. They tried their best, but a few things did end up getting smashed. That's okay. We'll work around it. We like the new color. Brightened it up a little bit back here. And we'll never have to stain again, which is a big bonus. I painted the old cultivator. We went through 13 gallons of stain and paint. My Rosa Sharon is blooming pretty. The vine is starting to spread on the arbor back there. This area in particular did get stomped down a little bit. I built a compost bin with leftover dock pieces that we had. The lily garden will look a lot better next year. I did transplant those in 90-degree weather, so yeah, they're a little bit tired. I'm hoping next year my hydrangeas do a little bit better. We can keep the deer off of them. This is a new one I put in this year. This one's turning a bit brown, but it did come back after the deer took most of it down. I would like to get more lime lights. I think they're beautiful. And I bought that to do some cutting, but I can't bring myself to cut it. This area is still a work in progress. We'll hit that hard next spring. My clematis look fairly sick. Hopefully they'll take off in the spring as well. Reworked this area this year. In the wildflower garden, could use some assistance. I plan to rework this area next year as well. Okay, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you in the spring.